I was sitting up in bed a few weeks ago like, you know, life. And she said, I see what the problem is. She said, Petunia has become the alpha of the house. And then she pointed at me. She said, you are no longer the alpha of the house. And in the back of my head, I was like, I was never the alpha of the house. My wife said that walking around with me is like walking around with someone who's running for mayor of nothing.
So I would hear stories about myself. Here's a story I once heard about me. I guess I was 20 and I was at a party at someone's house and I'd blacked out drinking, and someone came out of one of the rooms at this party holding like an old antique bottle with some liquid in it. And they said, hey, is this whiskey or perfume? And apparently I grabbed it, drank all of it, and said, it's perfume. I am very small. And I have no money. So you can imagine the kind of stress that I am under. Some people give off a vibe of like, right away, they like, do not f with me. My vibe is more like, hey, you could pour soup in my lap and I'll probably apologize to you. And I would always think to myself, how could another person kill someone? How could a human being kill another human being? And then I got cheated on and I was like, oh, okay. I'm not gonna do it, but I totally get it. Instead, they see a 28-year-old healthy man trying his best. And my dad pulled into the drive-thru, and we started cheering. And then he ordered one black coffee for himself. And kept driving. I'll keep all my emotions right here, and then one day I'll die. Like, I always thought that quicksand was gonna be a much bigger problem than it turned out to be. Because if you watch cartoons, quicksand is like the third biggest thing you have to worry about in adult life. Behind real sticks of dynamite and giant anvils falling on you from the sky. Now, I don't know if you've been following the news, but I've been keeping my ears open. And it seems like everyone, everywhere, is super mad about everything all the time. On the first day that he met me, the guy that is now my best friend, he met me the first day of kindergarten. He went home that night and said, Papa, today I met a boy with no eyes. My children are not going to be playing out on grass. They will be up in their rooms playing violent video games and catfishing. These are my children. Sometimes people would say, what do you think you're doing? But that just meant stop. They didn't actually want to know my thought process. I really do appreciate you coming to a thing because you didn't have to. And it's really easy not to go to things. It is so much easier not to do things than to do them that you would do anything is totally remarkable. Percentage-wise, it is 100% easier not to do things than to do them. In high school, people were like, what are your top 3 colleges? I was like, top 3 colleges? I thought I would be dead in a trunk with my hand hanging out of the taillight by now. I think I was supposed to be gay. I think like in heaven, they built like 3/4 of a gay person, and then they forgot to flip the final switch, and they just sent me out, and it was like, you marked that one gay, right? And it was like, oh no, was I supposed to? And they were like, oh man, well this will be a very interesting person. College was like a 4-year game show called Do My Friends Hate Me or Do I Just Need to Go to Sleep? I want to write songs for people in their 30s called Tonight's No Good, How About Wednesday? Oh, you're in Dallas on Wednesday? Oh, okay. Well, then let's just not see each other for 8 months, and it doesn't matter at all. You don't always get to see the things that you paid to see. Ever been to the goddamn zoo? Those guys are never where they're supposed to be. Every time I go to the zoo, I'm like, hey, where's the jaguar? And the zoo guy is like, oh, he must be in the inside part. The inside part? Tell him we're here.